Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are already back for another month's favorites, and it's like, why even count down to Christmas? I feel like it's already that time. We've got all these holiday releases. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I feel like holiday releases start coming out in July nowadays. But anyways, we do only have like basically one more month until really the Christmas season really digs in. I feel like right after Halloween, it's Christmas. Like, what's Thanksgiving anymore? Unfortunately, because I do love Thanksgiving. But anyways, this is my September favorites. This month went by super, super fast because I think it's the full month that first full month that my kids have been in school. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But I am preaching to the choir because I'm sure all y'all know that. So we are going to jump right in. I have quite a few stuff to talk about today. And I'm just going to go ahead and start. I have a couple of non-makeup favorites. They're still in the beauty. One is a book. But let's start out with the actual makeup first. And I'm going to talk about two eyeshadow palettes that I have been using pretty much all month. Unless I have decided to do something for a specific video, I've been using these two palettes. Really, I've just not wanted to deal with taking the time to figure out what I'm going to do on my eyes. So I grab one of these two. The first one I've been grabbing the most because I didn't get the second one until about mid-month. But this is the good old Beautycounter Ultimate Nudes palette. I wore this in my last video, the Oxygenating Foundation. I wore this and I got a lot of comments about my eye look and requests for tutorials. So I do think that I will do that in my most requested eye look series. But anyways, if you are new to my channel and you've not heard me go on and on about this palette, this is it right here. It's absolutely beautiful. I will say I got the holiday in yesterday. There is another, how many pans is this? There is another 18 pan palette coming out for holiday as well as another 9 pan. Absolutely gorgeous. But this is really just a staple in my collection and routine. It's something I can go to and I know I'm going to get fast looks, easy looks, glam looks, natural looks. It's just all there. So I've been using that a ton, and I will, like I said, do a video on that eye look that I had on in that video. And I believe I did this last month. I waited till I talked about one thing, and then I remembered I haven't done a Zeus update. So let's stop real quick. Look, if you're new, this is kind of par for the course. I'm a little all over the place. And we're going to do a Zeus update. He is our English Mastiff puppy who is officially today, the day this goes up, he is 1 year old. This is his birthday today, so I'm sure I will post some kind of picture on Instagram because who can resist that face? But he is our 1 year old English Mastiff puppy who continues to keep growing. I don't even know how much he weighs. We haven't taken him to the vet to get weighed in a while. We need to do that soon, but we're guessing around 165, possibly. We're still in our training. We've got 2 weeks left. Last week, he took a field trip to Lowe's. That was fun. I mean, he had people stop and get pictures with him. It was hilarious. But anyways, let's cut to a clip of him real quick. Zeus, do you like your birthday present? You like your birthday present? Is that a good bone? I'm not going to get it from you. I'm not going to get it from you. Can you say hi?
4, 5, 6. I did, you buddy. Now you have to count.
Say hi, bub.
I got hard time.
All right, now that we've got our cute puppy fix, if you can call that a puppy, let's go ahead and get back in. So let's talk about the second palette. This is what I have on my eyes today. It was actually sent to me from Octoly and PUR Cosmetics, and it's the PUR Pro Etienne Ortega palette. He is a celebrity makeup artist, and he collaborated with PUR to make this palette, and this is what it looks like right here. Again, it's what I have on my eyes today. I have this color, let me see if I can get the glare, Adobe. I have Moni, Dreamer, and that's it. Those are the three I have on my eyes today. So this is not what I would consider a one look palette. And I'm going to talk about my next product I'll talk about is kind of an addition to this because it doesn't have a shimmery like champagne color. It does have a matte white color, and it does have some good transition shades, some good like liner shades and smoked out shades. So pretty much it's just missing that shimmery champagne color, which again I'll talk about next. So I've tried PUR eyeshadow palettes in the past, and I've been just kind of okay about them. Like they just didn't blow my socks off. I like this one a lot better than the other ones that I have tried. I don't know if it's I guess it might be a different formulation. Let me do some swatches for you. So the one thing that I like the most about this is that there's absolutely no kick up and no fallout whatsoever. So these are a couple of the shimmer shades. So you see they're not like knockdown metallics, but when you turn your hand and they hit the light, you can see the nice gleam that they have on it. And I like that especially for more mature eyes, because a lot of times as we age, we're told we can't wear shimmer, which I think is not the truth. I think that we need to steer away from like heavy metallics if we have a little bit more of a crepey situation going on our eyelids, which we all do at some point as we age. I feel like the sheens and satins and very subtle shimmers are something we could never really stop using. And that's why I like this palette, because it only has those types of subtle satin shimmers. And then I'll just swatch some of the like transition color type mattes to show you. They build up nicely. They have good pigment, but I'm telling you, they absolutely do not fall out. Like I ran my Wayne Goss brush in it like this, literally like that. Probably like 5, 6, 7 times all the way around the pan, and there was absolutely no kick up. But this is some of the more matte transition colors. So it gives you an idea. Like I said, you know, you may have all of these colors, but I love that they're all in one palette, and I love that PUR has more clean ingredients. So I did want to mention this because I have been wearing this a lot. It is my favorite PUR eyeshadow palette that I have tried thus far. Now, going on to my next product, this is one that I add on to that palette if I'm using it for an inner corner and brow bone highlight, because if you know me, I am 100% true lover of a shimmery inner corner and brow bone highlight. I know it's not everybody's jam, but it is mine. And because that does not have that kind of champagne whitish light shimmer color, I have been reaching for my Marc Jacobs Omega shadow in Primo. So these are not cheap. These are $29 each. I got mine during the 20% off sale last month. I got this and then a pretty transition shade, but this is the color Primo. And so it's just the very most, I'm not speaking correct grammar today. I apologize for that. The most lovely inner corner and brow bone highlight. This also works if you are a certain skin tone as a face highlight. I have used it for a face highlight. It's really pretty on the lid, but my favorite way to use it is for inner corner and brow bone. And so I keep it out on my vanity so that when I'm using a palette like the PUR one that does not have that, I have it easily accessible, and I love it. Very, very, very creamy. I do not think that you need to buy them full price though. I would wait for the 20% off sale, because $29, even though this is a huge pan, is very expensive for one eyeshadow. Okay, so this is a new release. I have literally not been buying much at all this past month. I think I have bought maybe 3 things, and this was one of them. I told myself I'm going to try not to buy as much until the October Friends and Family sale, which I'm hopefully going to be able to shop for Sephora. But I had to get this because I get it every year, and it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Palette for holiday, and this one is in Unlocked, and this is just nothing but glares. Hello camera, hello ring light. Like, it's gold. If you haven't seen it, I mean, you're not gonna be, I can't do it. It's such a glare. Okay, it's got a little H with a bunny on it, but the important part is here in the palette. This is by far my favorite Hourglass Ambient Edit palette that they have ever released. I get the most use out of this one. I have this on my entire face. I'm using this color for a bronzer. I'm mixed the blushes today. I'm using this highlight. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure there's 1,800 videos where they actually swatch this, and I'm sure you could just Google it and see a ton of swatches. This is not going to work for every skin tone. There's not an Hourglass palette that does, unfortunately. I feel like they do kind of stick to those light to medium skin tones. They do have two setting powders, not setting powders, but they're ambient lighting powders here, and one's a little bit darker than the other. I actually mixed the two today to buff my face. So I used every single color and every single pan in this palette today on my face, and I love it. Love every single one of them, and that's rare for me to say for any palette that I love every color, but I really do. The bronzer is very flattering on my skin tone. The blushes, they have like a shimmery one right here, and then this one's more of like a satin / matte. I don't know that Hourglass ever does anything 100% matte, but it's not one of their strobing blushes. It's just really pretty. So if you do find that you have a skin tone that this will work for, I recommend it. Again, it's expensive. It's $80. They are actually coming out with another one that they don't normally do that, like 2 in one holiday season. I have not really researched what the other one looks like yet, but I don't think I'll be buying it because I'm just so happy with this. So I would wait till the Sephora 20% off if it's still in stock, because $16 is definitely helpful for an $80 palette. But this is by far the best travel palette that I own, because I do use every single color in the palette. Be a long video, y'all. I'm not gonna talk about this too much because I used it a couple videos ago and talked about why I loved it, but I have been liking this Covergirl Flourish by Lash Blast mascara for days that I'm not filming and I'm not wearing a ton of makeup. I have more of a natural, like out the door look, which was exactly what that video was a couple of videos ago. And I just want to get out fast. I like this because it gives my lashes a little bit more of a fluttery, natural look versus bam, in your face lashes when you have no eye makeup on and you have only bronzer on. You don't have much face makeup on at all. It can look a little not balanced. So I like to use a little more natural mascara in that case, and I've really been loving this one from CoverGirl. Again, it is the Flourish by Lash Blast. I believe this one is the one that has like argan oil in it, maybe a couple other oils, avocado oil possibly. They sent it to me, but I don't remember. I feel like avocados were on the PR package, but again, I don't remember. But it's drugstore, it's affordable, and it's what I've been using for more natural days. A brush I have been absolutely loving. It's actually clean. I washed my brushes last night and I was gonna use it today, but it's a little too big for that Hourglass palette. So I didn't. So you're going to be able to see a nice clean brush. But this is the Osmosis Color Large Accent Brush. And it looks like this. It's basically a super big duo fiber brush. Y'all know I love to buff my face out with a duo fiber brush. It's the one brush I get asked about more than anything else, and it's this It Cosmetics one. So if you put the two together, you can see how much bigger the Osmosis one is than the It Cosmetics. I love this for bronzer. You can use it for powder, you could use it for foundation, you can use it for blush. I mean, you can use it for whatever you want to. That's why they call it just the large accent. But I love it for bronzer. It just diffuses the color over your face so naturally to where it's almost like you don't need to buff it out, because there's no way it could produce a harsh line on your face. There's no way. And so I absolutely love it. You know, there are multiple places that you can get duo fiber brushes. I just personally like the size of this. I like the weight of it. I like the sturdiness. I feel like it's just really going to hold up well. It hasn't shed at all. I've washed it twice since I've gotten it, and I just really like it. So again, it's the Osmosis Large Accent Brush. I got it off premierlook.com. I will link it in the description bar along with everything else I'm talking about. And finally, before we get into non-makeup things, this was also sent to me by Atelier and Givenchy, and honestly, I can't get it to work for me. And I bought it in the April sale, and I was they didn't ask what color I wanted. I was hoping to get a different color, and it was actually the same color that I had originally bought and couldn't get it to work out. But it's the Givenchy Healthy Glow Powder in number 3 Amber Saison. So it's like a bronzer, and so at first I could not get any pigment onto my brush. You can see it's like that jelly formula, And if it's going to focus, you might be able to see that it's already got like a hard pan look to it, and that's just from where my brush has gone into it. But it's hard to pick up the product. The color, I'm really digging my finger into it right now. The color is extremely warm and it's pretty light. So the reason I was hoping to get a darker color, the number 4, was I was hoping that it would be easier to show up. But that is a heavy swatch right there, and you can see it is not, I mean, it's not that much darker than my original skin tone. So when I can get it to work, it just doesn't produce the bronzing effect that I love, and it's a little too orange. So I'm not saying that it's like an awful product. It's just not the right color for me. And I was hoping, obviously, that again, that I was going to get the darker color, but these are so raved about. So what am I doing wrong? If y'all have these, because I feel like I talked about this before in my other haul. If y'all have these, tell me what brush you like to use best with it and what I'm doing wrong, because I don't want to give up on it. It's a gorgeous powder. The finish is almost like the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. It's really pretty. I love the gelée formula, but I just can't get it to work. So please share your knowledge. Oh, this is going to be a 30-minute favorites. All right, I have 5 more things to talk about. All right, real quick. Skincare, I only have one thing. This is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I am not a cleansing balm person. I am a cleansing oil person. Cleansing balms never have worked as well for me as oils. They tend to clog my pores. I have never found one I liked until this. I bought this in the 20% off sale, so that was at the end of August. I've been using it every night since. I'm about halfway done. So really, I mean, if I can get 2 months out of it, I'm okay. It's already in my cart for the friends and family sale because I will be repurchasing it. It just has a clean smell, but Pharmacy is all clean ingredients, so I love that. And it does really well. It really breaks up my makeup. It's moisturizing. It's just a functional product that does what it says it does, smells nice, and has clean ingredients. And really, at this point in my life, I don't ask for much more. So I like it. The Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. It's $34, which I feel like is pretty on par with what I've been paying for my oils and balms. So I'm super happy with that. Okay, the next 2 things I'm going to talk about are hair related, and they both came in my Derm Store Beauty Fix box. It is a subscription box through Derm Store that comes every month. I don't know, they might be on a wait list only right now, but I really like that box. They typically give you really good variations of products as well as a couple of full size in each box, and I think it's $25 a month. I'm not big on subscription boxes, but that one I really do like. And this is the, not gonna pronounce it right, Sachajuan Stockholm Dry Powder Shampoo. So it came in like a deluxe. This is a 75 ml, 1.6 ounce bottle. Y'all, this stuff is like the best dry shampoo I've ever used. So it does for me what I felt like Living Proof dry shampoo claimed to do. So Living Proof claims that it also cleans your hair while it takes away all the oil. That's how I feel about this. When I used Living Proof, I felt like it took away the oil, but my hair felt really heavy and I didn't feel any more clean. And right now, technically my hair should probably be up, but this is 4th day hair. So I'm filming this on a Friday. I washed my hair on Monday. I mean, it doesn't look oily. It doesn't feel heavy. I love this stuff. And another reason I love it is because, like, okay, I love Batiste. Okay, love it, still love it. But with Batiste, if I'm on like the 3rd day and I use it, on the 4th day, if I still decide not to wash my hair, I feel like I need to use it again. So I used this yesterday on the 3rd day. I woke up today and I don't feel like I need to use it again. I feel like it kind of does its job until I wash my hair again. So I looked, and not only Derm Store carries it, but also Sephora carries that line, which I was completely unaware of. So it is, the full size is already in my cart for the friends and family sale as well, because I do really like it. It's not cheap. I think the full size is like $35. But if you are a person like myself who only washes their hair 1 to 2 times a week, I do recommend this one. Another thing that came in my Derm Store box, and y'all, this is gross because it's got my hair, Audrey Kate's hair, Cortland's hair. Doesn't have Zeus's hair, so it's not that gross. But this is a brush, and this is the Harry Josh Pro Tools brush. It's the small one. I'm assuming that when you buy one, it's bigger than this. Let me try to get some of that extra hair out of there for you. But this is just, I mean, it just looks like a little brush, right? It's better than the wet brush. And if you have ever used a wet brush, because I feel like pretty much all of us have used a wet brush at some point or another, I have to have something like that for Audrey Kate's hair, my 6-year-old. It is super thick. She got Chad's hair. It is thick and shiny and thick and thick. Like, she's got a ton of hair. I have to have something that's going to detangle that when she gets out of the bath, because it's just a ton of hair. And this works like a dream. She does not complain about it tugging at her hair. I used it on my own hair right before I started filming. It just glides through. My 9-year-old, her hair is very much like mine, very thin, but it's so shiny when she uses this brush. I'm like, even when she brushes it and she comes downstairs for school, I'm like, wow, did you brush your hair? Like, it never looks that good when she brushes it. And I mean, it's just a brush, but there's something about it. I have no idea how much the full size cost, because again, I got it in the subscription box, but man, oh man, it is good. Okay, another thing I got from Derm Store. This is a Derm Store video, isn't it? This is the Body Perfect by the company Perfect Matte Body Perfection Gel. Okay, so it comes in a tube like this. This is the color Tan. It's with smart color technology, ceramides, and shea butter. Perfect is another kind of clean beauty brand, so it doesn't have any nasty ingredients in it. It does have dimethicone, ceramides, let's see, soybean seed extract, orange peel oil, shea butter. All right, so anyways, what this is, I'm not self-tanning as much as I was in the summer months. And so in between those long, lengthy breaks between self-tans, I still like to have a little bit of color, if for no other reason, to help some of my foundations that are my summer colors still match me. So this is something that, like, you put on and then it washes off in the shower. So in the morning, I will put it on. I don't have it on today because that would have made sense. But I will just put it on my chest and my arms. Nobody sees my legs except when I'm working out, and nobody cares then anyways. So I don't want to waste the product. But it comes out, I will say, it comes out in a very gross consistency. I'm not going to lie. Let me see if I can squirt some out without getting it everywhere. And it's not very emollient, so it can easily fall off your hand when you first squeeze it out. But it comes out like that, and then I'm going to just rub it in. I mean, that's scary. But when you continue to rub it in, it does have a matte consistency, or finish, I guess I should say. Almost like a powder finish. But can you tell the difference? So that hand has nothing. That does. Just gives a little bit of color to an otherwise very colorless chest and arms. So I am loving this because of the color it gives, because of how easy it is to rub in, because of the dry down. There is absolutely no transfer whatsoever on my bra straps, on anything. It does not transfer, and I can put my bra, my clothes on right after I use it. It doesn't transfer like onto my sheets if I put it on and don't take a shower that night, but then it will come off very evenly in the shower. Love it. I just love it. It's so easy. I mean, it was like $48, but I don't use it every day. And again, I only use it on my chest and arms, so it's going to last me quite a while. I've only used probably, I think, that much, you can see, and I've been using it all month. So love, love, love. I think it's the absolute perfect, like how I did that, alternative to self-tanning. We are almost at the home stretch. This might be my longest favorites video so far this year. Sorry, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about, and this is a book. And it's kind of cheating because I'm not finished with it, but I mean, I'm halfway through, and I can tell you it's really good. And it is by Rachel Hollis, which if you don't know Rachel Hollis, you need to know Rachel Hollis. She is an author. She has a podcast with her husband. She's a speaker. She is all about women and encouragement. She's just really awesome. I met her at a kind of meet and greet book signing event that was at a boutique here in Nashville that I went to with some of my girlfriends, and that's where I got the book. And it's called Girl, Wash Your Face. And it looks like this. And it says, stop believing the lies about who you are so you can become who you were meant to be. So basically the concept of the book is so I'm like halfway through. Every chapter is based on a lie that she has either been told or told herself throughout her life. Something like, I'm not good enough, chapter 3, chapter 5, loving him is enough for me, chapter 2, I'll start tomorrow. How many times have we said that? Chapter 7, I'm bad at sex. Chapter 9, I'm not a good mom. Like, it goes, all these lies that she's told her, either, like I said, been told or told herself. This is a Christian publisher. She is a Christian author, but she puts it in such a relatable, like, she is very relatable. She's a woman and a human, which is kind of the same thing, but you know what I mean. She has the same exact issues that all of us have. She's not perfect. Love the book, and I love her podcast. It's called Rise Together, and she does it with her husband Dave, and Chad and I both listen to it. It's really good. So, had to talk about that. I will list the book and the podcast down in the description box. Let's all take a deep breath because we're finally done. This is insane how long this is. If you have made it this long, I love you. And you know what? I just made the decision. I'm going to do a giveaway for the people who have made it this long. I'm not going to post anything else about it. I'm just going to talk about it in the video. Let me figure out what I'm going to give away real quick. All right, I just grabbed a couple of things out of my drawer that I have built. What is wrong with me? Stuff up for giveaways. All right, so the first thing is, this is from last year, I think, but it's still good because it's a brush set. But it's the Tarte High Performance Naturals Works of Tarte brush set. So it looks like this. You can open it from the bottom. It's really cute. It comes in a clutch like this. And then you open it and it has 5 brushes that you can take out and obviously use this as an actual clutch. So that, and then I'm going to also just throw in the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminate Primer in Rose. Look, this is a 30-minute video. My camera just shut off automatically because I'm talking so much. So if you stuck with me to the end, you deserve these. And I'm even going to open it internationally. So you know what? What can you do? What should you do to win this? Just write your favorite product of the month in the comment section. It's what I ask y'all to do anyways. So be sure and do that. And then I will reply to your comment in a week. So what's today? October 1st? I'll reply to your comment on October 8th. And if I reply saying you're the winner, I will give you my email and you can email me with your address and I'll send that stuff on the way. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all so very much and I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.